pretty, but it can take a beating.
Jahira wants to know about supplies. Will we make it home?
Burning through our oil,
Yes, we wait for a call.
What a vicious-looking creature.
The true soul.
I swear its eyes are following me.
Thaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
He keeps saying Thaniel's name. He must know more. We need to rouse him. Good. Its music might help restore him. Show it to him.
Thaniel! He's still trapped there. He needs help.
Calm. Breathe. You've been trapped in the Shadowfell for a century. Take a moment to clear your mind.
A century? You're Halsin. Thaniel said to find you. You must help him, please.
I will, but I need to know where Thaniel is. If I venture into the Shadowfell blind, I will never find him.
I'm not sure I can put it into words. The landscape there shifts and changes. Lavender. Whenever I saw Thaniel, I always smelled lavender.
I can work with that. Rest now. Meet me by the lakeshore. I have what we need to proceed, but I'll need your help. Be ready. This may prove perilous.
I'll say a prayer to Timora for your good luck. A copper to the lady returns tenfold in gold. And maybe something that will help you and Halsin too.
Thaniel will be so scared there alone. We looked after each other for such a long time. I hope he's all right.
Duke Ravengard is more than a...
One lost soldier among thousands.
We rid ourselves of a traitor, but also someone I once called friend. Leave me in peace, please.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Then speak.
You're here. Good. Now we can begin. Thaniel is trapped in the Shadowfell. But thanks to your efforts, I know where to look. Now I must go there. Alone. No. This opportunity has been 100 years in the making. It has to be me. And only me. But I didn't bring you here to witness an old druid's grandstanding. You have a part to play in this, and I trust you will play it well. With the Oakfather's blessing, I can infiltrate the Shadowfell, but doing so will sap my strength. I'll need your help if I'm to return. I need you to stay here, keep the portal open until I return, and defend it at all costs. Good. Now it's important that only I pass through the portal once it opens. The magic is fragile. Any mistake, and our one chance will be lost forever. It took me years of study, of seeking the Oakfather's favor, to find a way to part the veil. Pray that this works. Oakfather, hear me. Aid me. Force open the jaws of darkness. Make passage for your vessel of light. It's ready. I'll return with Thaniel as soon as possible. Stay close to the portal. Buy me what time you can.
my way.
One can't always be a gentleman. Outflank, outsmart.
Better get back soon.
My path be true.
Can't even catch my breath.
Ready. Heading there.
Allow me to demonstrate. shall be done.
Warriors. Some must have fallen to the curse.
Stay idle.
Do this.
What fools these mortals be.
sense, Halsin. We just have to buy him a little time.
What now?
Torment!
To focus.
I speak, they burn.
On the move.
Well, so much for peace.
Let's finish this.
Victory is assured.
It's done. I have him. But something's wrong. Dreadfully wrong. No. It can't be. No. But some part of him is missing. He's hollow. I need to examine him back at the camp. Come see us when you can.
Never wanted the easy path.
You glimpse a young Harper on the eve of battle against Thorm long ago. He and his comrades toast each other in last light. Thoughts of baby names. She did not wish for her firstborn to be named after her mother-in-law. Maldred. Ugh. You sense a fading echo of the person who once was, a dockhand. He did not ask for this. You can almost feel the heat from the forge. This one was once a blacksmith. Desperate prayers to Selûne echoing from the past. They did not save him. A faded memory of a boy and girl sharing their first kiss. Your own heart almost flutters in tune with theirs.
No traps, please.
can't sleep, so I might as well hammer. Need anything? I'll be here if you need anything else.
I bet they're close. And that's worth a cheer at the very least.
You ever known me to cheer?
It's always the first time.
Any word? Something wrong. He withstood the shadows for so long. Whatever's overcome him now must be something different. Something worse. I trust you and Halsin to help him. He's a sweet soul, Thaniel. I can't wait for you to meet him.
Always a pleasure.
Copper for your thoughts. Greetings.
Leave me alone!
Thaniel is resting, but it's no easy slumber. I discovered what's wrong with him. The shadows rendered him in two when they bore him away to the Shadowfell. Half of his essence remained here, amidst the curse. What stayed behind would have been the strongest part of him. But after all these years left in the darkness, corruption must have taken hold. It's both simple and not. We need to find Thaniel's missing half and make him whole again. Only the missing half may not come willingly. The curse will have sunk its tendrils deep, twisting Thaniel's essence into something else. And you saw this boy yourself. That can't be a coincidence. But we need to be sure. And I truly mean we, if you wish. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side. This doesn't have to be your burden alone. Every moment counts, and I've asked much of you already without being at your side. If you want me, I'm yours. Against the curse, against the absolute... anything. Just say the word. There is no room for me, I'm afraid. Perhaps dismiss another, then I can join you. I'm with you. Yes?
Still alive, so that's progress.
I am prepared. Yes.
corpse regards you lifelessly.
Agents of grand design, heretics. The Lich Queen's gaze is inevitable. Blackiths will destroy traitor, blasphemer. Blackith, undying queen's wrath. Send more legions in time.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Raxlin's settlement. Absolute. New beginning. New order.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Wait for Dryder. Take prisoners.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Affront. Masking the grand design. Horror. True horror. All creation made cake. A secret used by Gith to free us of cake shackles.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
The god corpse Tunarath. Palace of Whispers.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions. The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Always many voices. Hers the loudest.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Raised, forgotten. We are tried. Shepherding the faithful, carrying a lady's light. Moonrise.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
No one's stopped me yet.
There is much to do.
At least things have stayed interesting.
I am here.
What to do?
Oakfather preserve you. Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt. No matter how long I live, I will always strive to remain a keen pupil. Only a fool would think he could drink in all knowledge until none is left. There is always more. Nature's tapestry is infinitely complex. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Defended the Grove, Korga, the Shadow Druids. At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal. Druids and Harpers joined together to put a stop to Ketheric Thorm. We marched on Moonrise, and after much fighting, we prevailed. Even in defeat, though, Ketheric turned to Shah. Not long after we sealed him away in his tomb, the Shadow Curse took hold. No one had seen the likes of it before. No one knew how to react. Then it started to claim all those within its reach. Those who had survived the battles now fell to the shadows, became part of the shadows. And worst of all, I lost contact with Thaniel. I wanted to try and find him, but we couldn't stay. We would have all succumbed. When the Archdruid of the Grove, my predecessor, was seized by the curse, I had to lead the survivors to safety. That was my first day as Archdruid. An inauspicious beginning. You are right, but I must not lose focus until everything has been put right. I've wasted too much time already. Years in which nature has suffered. Honestly, I never thought I'd make it that far. But the Absolute is a threat to all, and I promised I'd help you with your parasite. So, I'll remain with you. If you'll have me, that is. So do I. But one duty at a time. No matter how it's been twisted by the shadows, it is still part of Thaniel's essence. It will resemble him somehow, and may show signs of his power. Look for signs of life in the darkness, wildflowers where everything else is dead. The curse cannot subdue the power Thaniel bears. Not entirely. In fact, I think I saw just the sort before. Not long after we first came within reach of the Shadow Curse. Fool that I am, I did not grasp their significance at the time. There is a ruin some way outside of Last Light. I caught a glimpse of fresh blooms there, but did not investigate further. I shall mark it upon your map. Given the circumstances, you're faring as well as can be expected, I suppose. It's true, and I can't imagine I helped with that. Sometimes I let the task at hand consume me, and people think I'm obsessed. Trust me, the day I no longer have to talk about the Shadow Curse will be a happy one. What would you like to know? I had a friend when I was young, long ago. He played with me in the forests where I grew up. But Eventually, I realized no one else had heard of him. It was Thaniel, of course. Nature was my very first friend. I get older, but he hasn't changed a day. I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. I had to be a protector. You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in high forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The grove became my family, with Sylvanas as my teacher. And now I have you. It was a long time ago. The wounds don't heal, but they become more bearable. The same's true of everyone, I find. I'm 350 years old. Of course there have been lovers. Just because I love nature doesn't mean I'm betrothed to it. Though sometimes, nature needs reminding. Well, I didn't pick this scar up in battle. I was in wild shape, only I forgot it was the season when bears are particularly social. A she-bear claimed me as her own and did not appreciate being spurned. Right now, I bed down alone, I'm afraid. Perhaps once I talk less of curses and parasites, my fortunes will improve. I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now. It's a natural question, but I don't have a good answer, I'm afraid. Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened. I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature? I know. Well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey. Ornaments, utensils, and ducks. I like ducks. I like what I like. Once you get to my age, you realize there's little point in denying yourself, so long as others aren't affected. Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks. Well, they are fierce creatures from what I understand. But as long as you avoid the high seas, I think you can consider yourself safe. Anytime. Oakfather preserve you.
Halsin is such a delight. Woe to the cultist who tangles with that thick hunk of an elf.
Light on my feet. A savvy move recruiting Halsin to our cause. While I'm adept at most forms of weave manipulation, druidic magic is not my area of expertise. He will make for a most useful option to have in reserve.
Private word would be nice.
It's about time Halsin actually stepped up and joined us properly. He's certainly been taking up space at camp for long enough.
Quite the cozy setup you have here. I think I'll enjoy traveling with Halsin. Not for his wit or wisdom. He'll just make an excellent shield if we're attacked.
Halsin's proved himself a fine ally already. He'll be useful in battle, if those tree trunk arms are an indication.
Halsin is one hench elf. I'm impressed. And glad he's on our side.
Fate spins along as it should.
Dost thou require a new ally? Oh,
Leave.
Any word?
Shall we continue?
Flame Cullagh. That's your name, isn't it? Art Cullagh? I'm Fistula.
Thaniel and me are climbing up a tree.
We need you, sir. One of our own's been taken, a Grand Duke. We found him out in the shadows, just wandering. Nothing survives out there for long. Don't know how he made it, or where he came from.
This is no physical ailment. It is a spiritual malaise. The man's mind has been gripped by the Shadowfell, yet it has not broken.
I've got a long road ahead. What path lies before me?
First time.
The shadows haven't consumed you. Good. Then speak.
The Oakfather's work is never done.
The Archdruid Halsin. Do not be surprised that I know your name. You fit a rather singular description. And one survivor of the Shadow Curse's fall ought to know another. No need for titles. You may call me Jaheira, so long as you are content to be known as Halsin. And the honor is mine. Your stewardship of the Emerald Grove has made for something of a story among the circles. The apprentice who survived the Shadow Curse and carried his masters home on his back, who was raised their master in turn, and searches still for a way to save what was lost. But I ought to warn you, Halsin. Much as it shames me, it is not the curse I come to cleanse, but the cult. Then I'll pray for the Oak Father to raise the road before you. But my battle is with the Absolute. The Archdruid Halsin, and one survivor of the Shadow Curse's fall, ought to know another. No. We were a host 100 strong, after all. Until we were not. Those of us who saw the birth of the Shadow Curse seemed doomed to return and bear witness to its work again. But I ought to warn you, Halsin. Much as it shames me, it is not the curse I come... Then I'll...
Not as bad as it could have. Have to keep going.
What shall it be? I shall go.
On with you. Unless you want to come back to a gaggle of shadow-cursed harpers. Go on, then.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Don't let Jaheira catch you dawdling.
Moving in.
So now what?
I am ready.
Wait.
Making my way.
True soul comes through.
Yes, we wait. If we're called, we join the fight against Ketheric. And with the true soul, we will land the final blow.
What a vicious-looking creature. I swear its eyes are following me. What a vicious-looking creature. I swear its eyes are following me.
One day I'll catch a break.
You could hear nature's symphony in this place. Now, it's quiet. Quiet and dead.
I can make some animal noises if it'll make you feel more at home.
You bleat well enough as it is.
I won fair and square. There's no point in playing again. I want a challenge.
Though shrouded in shadows, the child's resemblance to Thaniel is unmistakable. This must be his dark half, warped by the curse.
Go on, find someone else to play with. Spoil sport. I'm not going back. I like it here. I've made a family for myself. I get to play all the time. Yes, I do. You can't make me do anything. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Back to the shadow. see this through.
Let's see what this does.
Victory awaits.
I'll make my own fun if I have to. And my own friends.
Yes!
What's the plan? Heading there.
Blood comes easy these days.
Let me show you my favorite toy.
Survival is all that matters.
Torment!
Spoiling my fun! Stop it right now! You'll be sorry!
Swift and lethal.
Why are you doing this? All I wanted to do was play!
Taking position. Got to keep fighting.
Time to push my luck again.
Torment!
Why couldn't you just leave me alone? Why can't I just stay here, playing? I had everything I've ever wanted, right here! And you've ruined it. I'm not leaving. You can't make me.
Be gentle. He's much more than a child, but he doesn't truly know that.
He's nothing to me. He left me here all this time. I had to do everything for myself. Even when it was scary, even when I was alone. I didn't give up. But would he even want me back? I've changed. A lot. So I wouldn't have to make up friends to play with anymore. I'd have someone real. I'd like that. And he would too, I think. All right, I'll do it. I want to do it.
Well done.
Are you crying? You're a bit big to be crying. But I suppose that's okay. Bye. And thank you for playing with me.
It's done, at last. Soon the land will be unshrouded. We should return to Thaniel when we can.
Already feeling better.
Greetings.
Should mind my step.
These lands may not be under the thrall of Lady Shah for much longer. No matter. She wishes for Ketheric Thorn to be punished. Her darkness was a blessing offered before he betrayed her. She can redirect her powers elsewhere once he is cast down.
How can I help?
You're staring at me again. What do you want?
Copper for your thoughts.
Well met.
What's on your mind? Oh, nothing would give me greater pleasure. Which of our esteemed company am I stepping in for? Back in the thick of things at last. Oh, how exciting.
The druid Halsin spoke to me while I was sleeping. He spoke of you. Said that you fought shadow and spite to restore me. 100 years of sickness almost ended. I feel every root that riddles the earth beginning to unfold. But there is one anchor, still holding the shadows in place. The soul that brought it into being, for the land to heal. Ketheric Thorm must die. Ketheric's soul still nourishes the shadows. Destroy him, so the land may heal, so that I may heal.
Oakfather preserve you.
Ketheric's soul still nourishes the shadows. Destroy him, so the land may heal, so that I may heal.
Oakfather preserve you.
So, that's what...
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
Invictus! Ideo veritatum!
get going.
I'm ready.
Is that blood? No, never mind. With haste.
Don't be